If you've watched any anime at all, then I'm sure you've seen this thing the main characters do, where they have this crazy dream that seems so unobtainable. You'd want to tell them that they should just give up. In the next 12 months, I'll be doing the exact same thing on this channel. Making this video seems kind of weird, but I'm also excited to see the person I become if I stay on this path for at least a year. And I also want you, the viewers of this channel, to realize that any huge dream you have is not crazy, and if you take a fistful of courage and place it to your heart, then very little is impossible to achieve in this world. I used to feel so frustrated whenever someone talks about changing your mindset, because it's very easy to give that sort of advice when you have achieved all your dreams. See, when I was starting out on YouTube, all these big YouTubers would give advice like the secret to growing on YouTube is changing your mindset, journey over destination. And even though it wasn't the sort of advice I was looking to hear, it was still pretty damn good. So eventually I learned that the only way to change my mindset was by actively taking acts of courage, no matter how small and no matter how big, and trust that something was changing in me. Even if I couldn't see the results immediately, I just had to trust and hang on to that feeling. So I did. I made a video and my sister's friend said that they liked it. So I made another one, and another one, another after that, another after that, another after that. And then suddenly the advice journey over destination started to make more sense, and I was starting to see the wisdom in it. So I decided to put it to the test. I decided to keep making these videos for about a year and see what happens, I genuinely don't know what it feels like to have 1,000 people subscribe to my channel and wanting to watch videos that I make. I mean, I'm just following the footsteps of my favorite anime characters by chasing my dreams and putting all my energy into it. So my motivation comes from a different place. But if I were to break it down, there are two main reasons that are motivating me to go on this journey. The first is that I want to take revenge on all the people that laughed at me when I told them about my dream. In fact, there was this one guy that said that I was better off becoming a dancer, and that if I tried hard, I could even go international. See what I mean? This is why we need to show them we have to win. We don't have a choice. We have to win. I also realized that this is a petty reason and some of you might not agree with me, but this is what motivates me. This is what gets me up in the morning when I just remember, when I feel like giving up. And the second reason why I want to go on this journey is because of consistency. If I had to point out one factor that has drawn me back so many times, it is consistency. Whenever I look at someone that has achieved something amazing after putting in years of work with no immediate success, I always think that I need to learn this. I need to learn this violence, tenacity of working. Even if you don't see the results immediately, it takes a certain discipline, and I want to learn that skill. During my first year as an architecture student, I struggled a lot to manage my time. In fact, I struggled so much that so many times at 3 a.m. in the morning, I would be asking myself that what would my life look like if I studied something else like marketing. And there will be a voice in my head that will be like, well, you wouldn't be awake holding 2 pieces of cardboard together and waiting for them to dry. But then I started my second year and I learned one principle that changed my life. The principle is deep work. And what it basically means is that you can achieve so much more with 4 hours of focused work instead of 8 hours of unfocused work. And when I started to apply this principle, I started to feel like the guy limitless. I started to see opportunities and I was also able to act on them. In fact, I even started taking up freelance video editing and eventually landing a full-time job while still being a full-time student. And whenever I would remember the times that I was struggling in my first year, I would just start laughing because I was able to push past my limits and unlock a new stage of existence, which is something I only thought was possible by like all these special people. In audio. So first things first is the video ideas. Now this channel is always changing. In fact, the channel's content strategy changed twice when I was writing this video. And the scary part is that it might change again in the next few months, but we move. Anyway, the channel is about how to tell stories with video editing, self-development, and my insights as I experience the world around me. The second thing I'm focusing on is the writing. Now there's a lot of crap on YouTube when it comes to what makes a good video. But one thing I know to be true is that the writing is the most important part of the video. It's like the backbone of the video. So over the coming months, I'll be working on leveling up my writing skills and storytelling as well. The third thing I'll be focusing on is filming. And in the next couple of videos, I'll be trying to film outside more, and I would like the videos to be a bit more cinematic, but not too crazy. I just want the videos to be pleasing to watch, you know. And lastly is the editing. In the past, I used to spend weeks editing a single video. I would spend hours every day adding all these crazy effects, transitions, all in the name of making the video more engaging. But that's all going to change. In fact, I edited my last video in like 6 hours. But to those of us that are willing to chase our dreams, even though they might seem impossible, to us I say, bear conviction behind your dream. We'll catch you next time.